Dearly beloved Glow Gang, we are gathered here today to say our goodbyes to our dear friends, the 2021 to 2022 Utah Jazz, who passed away recently after a brief, intense battle with the best player in the world and a long, slow battle against his overachieving friends. Thank you all for coming out to help say farewell. It's not easy, but at least these Jazz passed away doing what they love doing most, and that's underachieving in the NBA playoffs. The Jazz were sick for a really long time. In the early stages, I think we all were in denial. You could tell that the Jazz were unwell, public displays of ignorance and social distancing, deeply internalized beefs, and being outcoached. But it seems curable. It seemed curable, I should say, guys. Just a case of blowing up the team. They thought that they constructed the correct team, but as we now know, it was greatly flawed. The Jazz were more lottery team than champion in the end. Let the congregation say, amen.
Amen. Amen.
We won, y'all. Pump that music, bro. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Bro, I can't believe the Mavs lost, bro.
I know, man. It's crazy. They said after game one it was over. And now we like, well, hold up. Mavs lost?
Wait, hold on. Wait, it said right here the Mavs won the series.
4-2?
Wait, is that possible? I thought it was over at the game one. It was one game series, right?
That dude, what is it, Corto or whatever? I remember. I thought he came here and told us it was over.
Something ain't right here, bro. I'm confused because I thought it was over at the game one, right? It's a one game series, right?
It had to be, man. Let them know what it is, bro.
I guess, man. YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Glow Gang. MFFLs. What's good, everybody? Welcome one and all to a brand spanking new edition of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs production. Listen, guys, the duo's back. All black. Beautiful word about my boy King. We about to get into all that. Of course, before we get into all that, I got to introduce myself. It is your boy, Rail. And joining me is the man who took the time to just give us those beautiful words. Brought a little tear to my eye. It's my boy King. What up, man?
Not much, brother. We in the second round. Can you believe it? Finally.
I can't believe it because I was told, King, that it was over at the game one, King. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've been told it was over all year, bro. All year. And we here. And one of the last four teams in the Western Conference. We achieved it. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do all that, King, we got to give a rundown to the people who are new to the show, man. We got to let them know that we give our overall reactions. We give our positives. We give our negatives. We give out the game ball, no matter the wins or the losses. This was a dub, by the way. Yeah, and also, the most important part of the show goes to you, ladies and gentlemen. We take your questions and your comments at the end of the show. Just give you guys a heads up. So go ahead and bring your questions and your comments. I know I got a lot of questions and comments because I'm looking at the comment section right now. It's going down. I see it right now. I know it's a late one, guys. Apologize for our late start. We had huge technical difficulties. It was crazy trying to get everything worked here. But we are now here. King.
Yep.
You the man of the hour, man. You called it. Let's go ahead and get into this, man. You ready?
Do it. Yes, sir.
Go ahead and let them people know what the score was, man.
It's a nice, low, I should say, 98-96 for the good guys. The Dallas Mavericks move on with a 4-2 series win.
4-2. I like that, King. I like that. Go ahead and let folks know, man, who the top performers were.
You had Luka for quiet, 24-9, 8, 2, and 2. And Donovan Mitchell came out to play today with 23, 8, 9, and 1.
Interesting. He was on fire in that first half. I don't know what happened in the second half, King. But we're going to get into all that, man. But first, what we need to do is get into these stizzats. Of course, y'all know Dallas shot 45% from the field, 39% from three. They turned it on in the second half. We're going to get into all that. 81% from the free throw line, 9 of 11. We're definitely going to talk about that. And Utah shot 42% from the field, 25% from three. 75%. They got 20 attempts on the free throw line today. We're gonna get into all that plus more. King,
Yes,
ready to
sir.
get into it, man?
You already know.
All right, man. Go ahead and get them folks out there, man. Your overall reaction to this game tonight, King.
Bye-bye, Utah. It's over. We broke them
King,
up. It's over.
let's go ahead and show the people what this game was tonight.
Bogdanovich, ball fake. Bogdanovich misses on a three ball, and it's over for the first time since 2011.
First time since 2011, the Dallas Mavericks.
First time since 2011, King. I was wearing diapers at 2011, King.
I wish.
And this right here is my favorite part of the game right here, King. I think I told you about this. This is what I wanted to see.
All those experiences that he's been through before prepared not only himself, but the Mavericks for a big-time moment to step into.
You told him.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I wanted to see the Dame Lillard wave. I wanted to do a little bit more pan up in there. I wanted to wave bye to the people out there, man. I can't stand Utah. I can't stand their fans, bro. Y'all know this. I've been talking about this the whole series. I just couldn't stand it. I love to see it, guys. And can I show the people one more, King?
As many as you want. We party.
Hey, let's show them this.
Doncic off the drive and kick. Brunson. Hezzy. Brunson. Beautiful fake and pull up.
Oh, and I was told he wouldn't be a number 2. And every game this series, every game, over 20 points. Every single game.
Did you do a eulogy for Gobert's ankles?
His ankles are done. His face was done. His nose was done. His ego is done. It's done, man. It's over. It's over. Done. That's the end of it.
The Vince Carter.
It's done. We've ended it. We've ended enough streaks this year. Streak busters. We end eras too. We're done.
Yeah, we ending eras out here too. Now I know that the national media is not going to talk about us tomorrow, which is fine. That's cool. You don't got to talk about us. As long as we keep going out here doing our job, I'm fine with that. I used to be one of the ones like, man, why are you not talking about us? But now I don't care anymore because when they talk about it, they don't know what the hell they're talking about anyway. So it doesn't really matter. But the fact that we just ended, chances are the Utah Jazz's little run or whatever you want to call it tonight, I'm cool with that. But yeah, what's your overall take tonight, man?
Just simple. Dallas got the job done. I kind of expected it to be the way it was at the end, knowing that it was the first time it got done. Basically, last year we know they were up 3-2 and they lost 2 in a row. Yeah. And so this was the third year, of Luka being in the playoffs. That whole notion he can't win a playoff series. So it was just a notion for the team to get that monkey off of their back. And you could tell it was more planned to not lose the game at the end. Like they just wanted it to be over. And as I said, it was just getting it done. So now the Mavs are playing with house money now. We're no longer favorites in any series. So you don't got to worry about that, Rel. I know you don't like that. And, guys just stepped up, man. Spencer Dinwiddie, we've called it. We talked about it and said, can we get one from you, Spencer? Some meaningful basketball. And he gave us one. That's all we won the trade, man. This is just it already solidified that we won the first game or the second game. I'm sorry, but the first game without Luka. But this now solidifies we won the trade, 1, and 2. Well, as of now, we have our number 2. So big things, man. Like I love this team. It was awesome. J Kidd just circles around Quinn Snyder. It was embarrassing. Quinn Snyder could do nothing. Everything he tried to do, J Kidd had an answer for everything. They just had things in the bag just for the Utah Jazz. Then towards the end of the game, it was just a 3-point shootout. Mavs are just a third quarter team. Just this year, we've seen it. We keep calling it. Like they were down 12 against Utah, and I was sitting there. My wife asked me, am I concerned? And I'm like, nah, not really. It's only 12 in Utah. It should have been worse. The Mavs were like shooting horrible. Like it was like a horrible half. They were like just out of it. I was like, man, are they going to do the same thing to us that we did to them? And the Mavs turned it around in the third quarter. Somebody talked in the halftime locker room and said something, and they just turned it on. Luka started being Luka. Guys were just getting wide open threes, hockey assists. Dodo was amazing, man. Like Dodo, $15 million. I still can't believe that comment. Like he really should not
Shout out to
talk
Mike
about
Bassett.
about a lot of things basketball after saying that. But Dodo was huge tonight. Our big guys, our big guns, the guys that you are the guys that they handled their business. It didn't start off; it was rocky, as we said, but we got the job done, y'all. I don't want to mumble on too much and go too wild. I'm still excited. I'm really excited to get to the questions and comments today. But yeah, that was my simple take on the game, bro.
Man, listen. Let me ask you a question. Be honest. Were you nervous when Bogdan was wide open for that three?
No. I actually didn't worry about it as much once he missed the throw. The throw was off target. Once he fumbled that throw, I was like, he's gonna miss this. And Spencer went over there and ran at it. And it seemed like the clock went down so slow at that moment.
Yeah, it always seemed like that when you're on a
like 4 point whatever went forever.
4.3. Yeah.
And he choked. Like they're the Utah
That was a good
Jazz.
play call though.
Yeah, it was an awesome play call. We went over there and got to it. Spencer made it collapse a little too hard. But
yeah, that's the part that got me. I was like, man, we had lost that game. I would be mad at Spencer, bro. Like he did it again.
He collapsed. He collapsed real hard. But it was the moment. And they showed it was over. This is the reason why they're the Utah Jazz. So I was more worried actually when Mike Conley had the ball. And then he ended up traveling. That I was worried about that play. I was like, whoa, I was like, it's over. I knew it was over when that happened. So no, to answer your question, not really. When he fumbled the ball on the pass, I wasn't worried much about it.
Bro, you know what's funny? You said that about the fumble. I mean, about him traveling. Now, we talk about a veteran presence, a guy who can close out games, and we always talk about guys like Mike Conley, and he cost him the game with that move. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. Like, he actually cost the team the game with that travel because it was still 5 seconds left, and which is crazy to me. I don't know why Utah didn't call a timeout. You had 2 timeouts left with 5 seconds left. I don't know why they didn't call a timeout, but hey, that's cool. Like we said, this whole entire series, Snyder got out coached by Kidd. Like it was evident. You know what I'm saying? So, you gonna say something?
I was gonna say, what did we say about Mike Conley here? We said he's probably never gonna get anything other than a veteran's minimum from here on out. Yeah, I told you. We just saw it today. So that's probably the end of Mike Conley.
Yeah, I think they got him for like 2 more years, bro. Like 30 a year.
Yeah, so they're going to probably give him one. Probably got 1 more year, and they probably try to buy him out. And that's probably it.
Man, that's crazy. You got any other takeaways from this game, man? Or you want to go ahead and get into the
man, come on, man. That's the Mavericks in the second round. That's the takeaway.
Oh, okay. That is the ultimate takeaway, man. All right, bro. Go ahead and get into them positives.
Defense, and more defense. Even when the guys couldn't shoot. So that's the difference between the Dallas Mavericks this year and previous years. Is that even when we're not shooting well, and we shot the ball, I think maybe 30% in the first half, we have the defense that can keep guys close. And as I said, it was a 12-point game, and we know how the Mavericks shoot threes and go on runs where they're just shooting 3 threes in a row or something like that and get you 9 points. So that's not much at all. So defense was the main thing, my main positive. I know I want to talk about Luka. I felt like this was, like I said, this was a quiet Luka game. This wasn't even the greatest Luka Doncic game. I felt like it was. He was trying to get, I felt like, his teammates more involved. Jalen Brunson was aggressive from the beginning. Like, even in the beginning, he was missing a few shots, but he was still aggressive. You could tell he was out there just trying to put moves on and go take care of the game. I think this is another game where he at least matched Donovan Mitchell. We've said that the whole series that he's possibly outplayed Donovan Mitchell. And there we go again. Again, Dorian Finney-Smith was amazing. Gave you, 18 and 10 with 5 assists.
5 assists, yeah.
Defended the second half. Donovan Mitchell, as you said, was hot first half. Was just cooking. Any move at the rim, any move, shot, step back threes and all. Dodo clamped him down second half. Reggie, he shot 2 of 6. It felt like it was better than that. I thought he had 3 shots or so, but they were big buckets, and he played his butt off defensively. He did his role again. I told you it's probably going to always be one guy that's not having the best numbers as far as shooting the ball a bunch because one guy on the other side usually is the one that's hot. And they've even said that between themselves, Dodo and Reggie Bullock. Maxi Kleber, oh my goodness, man. When I tell you this was like a microcosm of like his whole season in this game, or maybe the reverse. I mean, at the beginning of the game, maybe the first half of the game, I was ready to throw my remote into the TV for Maxi Kleber. Like, it seemed like he was missing. He was shooting basically air balls, hitting the front of the rim. He was turning
like old Kleber again. I was like, oh man, not now.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, not now, Maxi. Come on. Turning the ball over, crazy turnovers on moves that he wasn't supposed to do, playing out of character. And in the second half, man, you had to call him. He got that phone from you, rep. He picked it up and said, "Oh, what's going on here?" Dinwiddie again. I told you Dinwiddie. We basically had a 6-man lineup. I mean, a 7-man lineup.
7-man lineup, yeah.
Bertans and Josh Green played 2 minutes, and I was glad for that one. Today wasn't the day to play Josh Green. Jay Kidd is playing. It's just masterful right now. Like, just in general, like, he's not. I'm loving that he's adjusting. This was one of the things I've always was worried about with Rick Carlisle, where he would just get stuck in his ways of a thought process and just say, I'm sorry, I had to say his name. We in the second round. Sorry, Rick. Okay. But Rick would sometimes get stuck in his ways and just keep doing things like Boban, game 5, 6, and 7. But Jay Kidd just says, if it doesn't work and we know this isn't the game to try it, don't play Josh Green today. And that's fine. He's going to get more experience again and more playing time in the next series. That's fine. But today was just too big of a game to have him out there possibly missing shots and all. So that was mainly my positives, man. Like, everybody did their thing again today. It was a big win. And the Mavericks got to the second round, man.
Okay. Well, you know how I do it, King. I'm going to go ahead and break this thing down.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and look at the overall matchup here, man. So, if you had to solve this game, these numbers I'm about to tell you don't tell you exactly what you thought you might have solved in this game, right? And I'm talking about the 3-pointers. Now, we talked about, remember, Dallas missed the first 10 threes in the first quarter, remember?
Yep.
You want to know what the 3-point discrepancy was?
We still outdid them?
Still outdid them. We made 17 threes. They only made 9.
Wow.
And it felt like they made more threes. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And it felt like they made more threes in that. But yeah, 9 of 35 for 25% for Utah. Dallas shot 17 for 43 for 39%, which is pretty good for a team. Free throws. Dallas only attempted 11 free throws this whole game, which, you know what? I didn't really have any problem with the way they were refereeing the game today. I didn't mind it. If you're going to let them play. Don't let them play one side and you calling stuff for the other side. You know what I mean? Like, let them play.
I was actually getting pretty mad at the refs today.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I felt like they were keeping Utah in the game.
Oh, like, yeah. I mean, bro, they shot 15 for 20 on free throws, so that'll tell you something.
It was a lot of fouls toward the end. JK was saving his challenge. I know he didn't want to use it, but it was a lot of times where he
tried to use it on that one. Remember, but they said it was a delayed game, so they wouldn't let him use it.
Yeah.
Let me talk about this part. So points in the paint too. Now it was 54-36 Utah. Now the reason why that is because Utah was just parading themselves to the paint in the first half. Dallas had to shut all that down because at one point they both were getting to the paint. But it's just like Utah got there in more of a larger clip. Dallas started settling more for threes, which is why they were struggling in the first half on their threes. They switched it up. They did a lot more penetrating and kicking. And it's like, I don't know if Utah was trying to play like a little mini zone on them there to try to keep them out the paint, because I think it was a lot of times where like Luka or Jalen would get no further than maybe 2 or 3 feet past the free throw line. Yes. And then either back it back out or kick it out, swing it around on perimeter, leaving like Dodo or Reggie or Maxi somebody for a 3 on the perimeter. So
you're correct.
That happened.
That's why I was saying you're correct. That's why Dwight Powell had no points.
Yeah. I'm gonna get on all that too. So the Mr. B Sting himself only gave you 10 and 12 today. Listen, I don't even remember Rudy out here other than the mix he had on with Jalen Brunson and the 3 that Luka stuck in his eye, in his good eye. He took it in his good eye. So remember when I asked you in the first game, the last game, I said, why don't they have Royce O'Neal sticking Luka? That would have made a whole lot more sense. If I'm the Jazz, that's probably your best defender, quote unquote. Why are you not guarding Luka? And they finally put him on. I guess they watch our show because he heard me when I said that. Because they ended up putting him. 6 games later, you put him on Luka. You should have did. I mean, he didn't shut him down or anything, but just still, they were cause some kind of disruption or something to help the team out, bro. That's just common sense. But
yeah, they made a conscious effort to double team him today. They did. The I guess the game plan was just to double team him. So they just let Royce O'Neal play him, and then as soon as he came past half court, they started rushing guys at him.
That's why I like the fact that Jalen is finally kind of take that next step. Because now, you doubling them, but guess what? I'm gonna hit you with Dinwiddie, and I'm gonna hit you with Jalen. And now it's to the point I can hit you with Dodo and Reggie too. Yeah. And so that's the part that it make this team different from how they've been in the past. It was like, hey, if Luka's not on, and we kind of struggling out here. And if Luka can't create for us, we're stuck. Now that you got those two extra ball handlers out there, and you have guys hitting timely buckets the way they did in this series, that's how we end up winning the series. So, like you said, I like the fact that Kidd kept the rotation to a minimum today. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, let's go ahead and end this. I need the guys that I know that I can guarantee that I can trust to go ahead and end this. Like you said, Bertans only had 2 minutes. Josh Green had 2 minutes outside of the other 7 players, which was Dinwiddie, Luka, Dodo, Jalen, Reggie, and Powell. Mm-hmm. The big, I don't know if you can call it, well, actually had 4 players in double figures, and it wasn't like no little double figure. Nice little double figure numbers, man. You had Jalen with 24, Luka with 24, Finney and Dodo. Well, Dodo had 18, and then Dinwiddie had 19. So
you almost
had
4 dudes. Bro. You almost had 4 dudes at 20 points apiece.
Yeah. Exactly. And how often do you see that, bro?
Not at all on this team.
Exactly. But yeah, man, like I said, the fact that Donovan Mitchell had 23 points, he had a good field goal percentage technically, but where was he at in the fourth quarter, last 6 minutes?
Yeah, he was gone. He got them locks, got them clamps by D Locksmiths.
D Locksmiths, I like that. Yeah, like I said, Clarkson. He didn't really do. He had 15, but it was a quiet 15. I really didn't feel his impact. Yeah. There was a couple threes he hit, and I was like, "Oh, dang, he's on Clarkson." But other than that, like, bro, I didn't. This team, bro, like, I don't know what to say about Utah. It's like, what are they? You know what I'm saying?
Done.
Well, yeah, of course they're done, but it's like they're not a good defensive team, and it showed.
No.
What it seemed like what they were trying to do over the season was their wings would force players towards Rudy for him to make the stop.
Yep.
And I think Dallas kind of saw that and took advantage of that. It's like, okay, so if you're gonna force me to go to Rudy, then that way we're gonna have the guy who's Rudy is sticking to come out the paint.
Yep.
So now guess what? You're going to put Rudy on an island by himself instead of him being comfortable in the paint, and you're pushing the offensive player towards Rudy. Yep. And they didn't do that. So that's why Dallas carved them up, man. And the fact that Dallas had a pretty good overall 3-point shooting stretch here in this series, that boded well for them, man. Like I said, first half, they looked like Utah in a whole entire game in the last game. Clean it up in the second half. Like you said, it was a lot of penetrating, kicking out, man, and guys finally were hitting their shots, which Dallas is a pretty solid 3-point shooting team. So you already know that they're not going to miss a lot of threes for too long. Eventually, they're going to hit them. And then, of course, like you said, them being probably the best, probably them like Utah, Phoenix or somebody like that. They're probably the best third quarter team in the league. I'm with you, bro. At halftime, we were down by 12. I was not sweating. I was like, we got this.
Yeah. 12 ain't enough.
No, it's really not enough. Oh, and then with that being said, Utah gave up another double-digit lead. We talked about this, King. We talked about this.
Yep, we did before the season. Remember the series before it started? We said, hey, don't worry about the Utah Jazz, even if we go down by like 15, guys.
Remember, in game 1, it almost happened.
Yeah.
Which is why I was like, oh, no, we got this. I'm not worried about them. Because you almost lost that game. Should have lost that game. I'm not going to harp on it. We won the series, King.
Were we down by double digits in every game but game 5 that we won?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting off season for the Utah Jazz. I was going to wave bye to them and their fans. I can't stand their fans. I can't stand Utah Jazz fans.
See you guys next year. That 2021, 2022 is over.
Yes, sir.
It's a wrap. We've ended it. See y'all later.
So, Ken, you got any more positives, man, in this game?
Nah, man, that's about it. Big kudos to J Kidd though. J Kidd's
J Kidd.
amazing right now.
Yes, he is, bro. All right, man. What were the negative takeaways?
I'm gonna try to give you some negatives. You know how that's bad. That's bad luck though. I'm just gonna say first half shooting.
Yeah,
was the main thing. I felt like that was really truthfully it.
No,
First
bro,
half it was. I'm gonna go to. I can go fourth quarter as far as ending the game. I'll do that. I'll go first half as far as shooting, and then like Dwight Powell got 0 points, but he played 11 minutes. That's because of what you just said. They were playing the little zone or trying to change their game plan up. So J Kidd just said, "Get out there, Maxey," and he kept going with him. And Maxey started hitting shots, and that was the difference in the game. Really, was Maxey turning it around. And but yeah, man, like what else can you say? Look at the team, look at the numbers and what they did. Really, other than the first half scoring, and then the fourth quarter, as far as closing it out, it was a little shaky there for a minute. But as I said, I expected that, so it doesn't really bother me as far as a negative. I thought it was a monkey to get off their back, and then at the end of the day, they won the game and got it done and won the series. So it was a big closeout game, and that's all I'm really saying, man. I'm gonna go with the first half offense. And closing the game out. And Dwight Powell having 0 points, but I understood why he didn't have it.
See, Maxey Kleber was my negative in the first half. Because he would turn the ball over. Not because I think I don't know, was that when he drove to the basket past Gobert? Was that first half or second half?
It was first half, and he got the ball. He turned it over. Yeah,
turned the ball over. Like he tried to lob it up to Jalen Brunson when Luke was literally right behind him.
Yep.
He was flat on a few shots. It was just. He made up for it with his defense in that second half. And I'm so glad, bro, that the referee didn't call those fouls when he was going straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't call that, bro, because there was a lot of times during this series they was calling that. It's like that's the verticality thing, the verticality rule. So you're supposed to let that guy make it with that. If he's not leaning forward or anything like that, if he's jumping completely straight up, that should be a no call. So I'm glad he did that, man. I'm proud of him on that one. Like I said, I'm not gonna beat him up too much because first half everybody was kind of off a little bit. They made up for it, especially in the third quarter. They made up for it in the third quarter by cutting. Like I said, man, once they cut that lead down to like 4, I was like, oh yeah, we got this.
Yeah,
we got it.
Once it got in the single digits, I knew it was over.
Yeah,
because the halftime show, I think Kenny and Charles were saying maybe Utah could run them out, like blow us out. And Shaq was saying, no, Dallas has them right where they want them because they're not really playing that well.
Yep.
And so I was like, they were like, well, the third quarter will show it. I was like, yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, the third quarter will basically show us what happens. Dallas came right out, dropped it to 10, and then Utah couldn't get it really back. They got it back to 12, and they couldn't get it back over the 12 threshold. And once it started getting like down to 6 and all within like 2 threes, and I'm like, this is a wrap. Too close to Utah. Y'all gonna start feeling that. Them tremors. The palms are sweaty. Knees deep. You started doing it last show. Someone finished it up, but they started feeling that, and I knew it was over there.
Man, I remember when he hit that 3, and I think it was against a 2-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was like, yeah, that's it. Like they, like you said, they had a chance. They had Dallas down during that little stretch right there. You would think being up by 12 at home, you're desperate. They'll play a little bit better, man, and kind of, not necessarily put the foot in the throat, but kind of take command and control of the game. And like you said, once Dallas came out, I think when they cut that lead down to like 4, I was like, yeah, that we got this. And I remember out because my baby Terry was going to bed, and she was before she went to bed, she saw the score. It was like, oh my God, like what's going on? I said, you see me worried right now? Like, no, you don't see me worried. I said, babe, trust me. Dallas is the number 1 in the league in double-digit comebacks. Mm-hmm. Utah is number 1 in the league for losing double-digit comebacks. I said, I'm guaranteeing you they'll be fine. So she wasn't quite asleep yet when they cut it down to 4. So I went to the room. I said, I told you, we're down by 4 now. So like I wasn't worried, bro. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was simple and sweet. Mavericks were the second best clutch team in the league this year behind Phoenix.
Yeah.
So once the Mavericks took the lead in the fourth quarter, it's over. Like even in that game 4 game, they were supposed to win that game, but offensive fouls and stuff weren't called. If the Mavericks get the lead in the fourth quarter, especially this year, it's usually a wrap unless we're playing the Phoenix Suns. That's the only team that's I've watched this year, and I'm like, wow, we had a lead and we gave it up. That's why we came on the show ranting that time. The Mavericks keep the lead. They're a great clutch team this year. So I knew it was
And
over.
and the Phoenix Suns series in the regular season is a little misleading too.
Yeah.
So, but we'll get into all that later. Probably, as a matter of fact, that's gonna be the roundtable discussion, man. We're gonna talk about the next series coming up between Dallas and the Phoenix Suns. So yeah, y'all look forward to that. We're gonna definitely get into that. All right, man. Any more negatives before we go on?
No, sir.
All right, man. You know what? We're not gonna do the game ball tonight. Who are you giving the game ball to in this series, King?
The game ball for the series. Hold on, we got to do tonight. Let's do tonight and the series.
Okay.
So for tonight, I'm gonna give the game ball to Dorian Finney-Smith. Dodo, I feel like deserves the game ball tonight.
Okay.
Defense, all around game. Truthfully, like Dodo had an amazing game today, and he made clutch shots like always. Like Dodo's just amazing. So I'm gonna give him the play of the game. For the series, I'm giving it to Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson deserves it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
First of all, why are you giving the game ball to Dodo when he doesn't even deserve the money he's getting? What's going on?
Both of these guys, neither one of these guys I'm giving the game ball deserve their money.
They don't deserve their money, man.
And JB don't deserve the money either, and he's getting the game ball from me from.
Bro, we got Dodo for a discount, bro.
Yep, for a discount.
I'm going to echo your sentiments. I'm going to give the game ball to tonight. Actually, you know what? Tonight, I'm gonna give Spencer Dinwiddie tonight. I'm gonna give Spencer Dinwiddie for the series. I'm gonna give it to Jalen. Jalen was balling from game one. He's been balling. But yeah, Spencer Dinwiddie's getting it tonight, man. Because like you said, I think we heard Derek Harper say this too. He was due. Yep. He was due. And we needed every bit of his 19 points tonight, man, to win this one. So, and he not only stepped up in big ways, he hit those timely buckets, man, that helped us to try to. Matter of fact, he's the one that put us over to finally get the lead on Utah. So, yeah, I'm definitely giving my game ball tonight to Spencer Dinwiddie, and for the series, Jalen Brunson.
I like it.
All right, man, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's crap, he beat me. Now I know it's a late one tonight, y'all, but we're gonna take your questions and your comments. So, guys, you already know how this works. If you got a question or a comment, guys, since we got so many comments right now, I'm looking at the number. I'm just it's a lot of comments, questions. So go ahead and hit us with the @WTM, guys. If you have a question or comments addressed towards us, that's @WTM, guys. So that way we can kind of filter through all the comments, because we're not gonna be able to answer all these comments and questions tonight, man. It's a lot of them in there.
We're gonna try to choose some good ones, y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get some good ones in there, man. So here we go, King. You ready?
Let's do it.
Of course you're ready, man. You're already at the top.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got me at the bottom.
Yeah, it kept loading and all over and over again. It was so many.
Yeah, it's loading right now for me.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, don't do me like this. You don't let King win. All right. All right, man. Let's do this, King. Amount says, let's go Dallas versus Phoenix. Mavs sweep, title on lock. Got some confident Mavs fans here tonight, King.
I like it, man. I like it. Todd says the curse has been lifted. Very, very sloppy game, but I'll take it. Let's go, Glow Gang. That's right, Todd. He also says Dinwiddie and Finney-Smith were huge in the fourth. If only Dinwiddie could play like that the whole game, he would average at least 25. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because he was efficient today, too.
Yeah.
Eddie says, let's go, Glow Gang. 4-2. Told y'all, bad game, but huge win. I think the Suns will be easier to play against for now. Let's just enjoy second round atmosphere. Hey, man, I don't want to say it's going to be easy, man, because the Suns are definitely – there's a reason why they were number one in the West. Definitely a reason why they were number one in the West.
We're going to sweep the Suns. We're going to sweep the Suns. No, I ain't going to call it. I ain't calling that, but I think we're going to beat them, though. Ben says game 4 hours, 33 minutes, and 44 seconds with Luka, plus 714, 16 without Luka, minus 8. I'm plus 714. I don't get it, Ben. Are you saying 714 points and without Luka minus 8? Let me know what you mean exactly.
Hold on. Read this one.
I got what he's saying. Okay, go back to it. I'm sorry. The other one. He said game 4. Okay. He's saying it's 33 minutes and 44 seconds with Luka. they were plus 714 with him on the floor and -8 without him. For real?
I'm not sure about that one.
If
And then
that's
this one here too.
and he said game 6. I'm like, that can't be for one game. There's no way. That's something like the series. Game 6, 42 minutes for Luka plus 155. Is that rating? Is that an offensive rating? Maybe.
I have
I'm
no
guessing.
idea.
Let us know, Ben.
So pretty much Ben saying, in short,
impact
Luka's
is
impact is nuts.
Yeah, I think he's saying rating. I think that might be rating, and if that's the rating, then that's amazing. That was your rating can't be negative. Go ahead.
Eddie says if we have 3 or 4 games without Booker, we are in the West Conference Finals. Unfortunately, Eddie, Booker played tonight. He's back now, so
dropped a nice 13 or something.
Like Amount said, Booker played 32 minutes tonight. He's going to be in their entire series. Yeah, he scored only 13 points, but he's there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm not scared. That's how I want him.
Oh no, I'm not worried. I'm not scared either.
Yeah.
It's a good job bringing DDP. We missed his content. Oh yeah, man, no problem, man. Hey, shout out to Daryl. Daryl got that hookup, man. He's our guy in the chair. He's a guy who now does our behind the scenes things, man. He sets up stuff for us here for the channel. So he's the one that got DDP for us, man. You got to give that props to Daryl, man.
We're going to sadistic first playoff series win since the chip. Can we replicate? Though matchup looming ahead. Oh, tough. I guess you mean matchup looming ahead. Yeah. Man, we could. You know what's crazy? I really think we could beat Phoenix, man. Like I know it's like, wow, what are you thinking? They're the better team and all. One, like you still got to get DeAndre Ayton to come defend guys the same way Rudy Gobert did. DeAndre Ayton is not as good as a defender as Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
So as far as getting in the rim and being able to finish at the rim like Luka does and all, and JB, it's really gonna come down to JB and Luka outdoing Chris Paul and Booker, or at least equaling them out, and then the rest of the team role players to see who's up for the challenge.
Chris Paul shot 14 for 14 today.
Man, I felt like that game was rigged. You was watching some of them shots. It was like they were bouncing like it was a magnet on them, and they were just falling in. It was weird. But it was awesome.
Ben says, King, are we winning the chip? Kingster Diamonds?
Y'all trying to put all that pressure on me, man. Y'all horrible. Why not? Yes, we winning the chip this year, y'all.
Y'all heard it here first. Kingster Diamonds himself said we going for the ship.
We're going to win it here. Liz says, what's up, my G's? Happy for the win. We played a bit shaky in the first, but got a bit of our flow back during the second half. Not bad for a bad shooting night. Absolutely, Liz, as we just said.
Yes, sir. VIP says, happy Mavs Nation, Mavs party. Yes, sir. We already told y'all, man, it's a place to be. We already told you, when Dallas win this series, guys, this is the place to be. Glow Gang. What's good, y'all?
Absolutely. Liz says, happy Luka is showing his defensive effort on TNT. They won't be telling us he played no D. Shout out to the Dodo game ball to him. Yes. Yeah, man. Luka's been playing defense this whole series since he's been in the series.
Yeah.
He's been getting like what? 2 blocks or 2 steals a game.
Yeah, he had 2 steals, 2 blocks tonight.
Mm-hmm.
School just says nail biter, we moving on. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. School. Eliza again says, how do you guys think the Mavs will handle the Suns?
We're gonna give our prediction. Matter of fact, y'all, we're not gonna give a lot of prediction tonight on the next round. We got a video for that coming, so you guys just stay tuned to that.
Oh man, right with the cheap plugs.
Yeah, definitely throwing in the plugs. But yeah, we're gonna definitely get into that, guys. We'll let y'all know. Just kind of follow us on our next video, man. We're gonna give you the overall what we think is gonna happen in the next series against the Utah Jazz. They out of there. Goodbye. Against the Phoenix Suns. Bro Law says, congratulations to the Mavs on what is now officially a successful season. Yeah, that's true. He said, I think this next series is going to be fun. No pressure on the Mavs. Yeah, they either play loose and free. Yeah. Matter of fact, Bro Law, nobody's expecting us to win that series. So that's a lot of pressure off our shoulders right there. You're right.
Except for us and Nick Wright.
Yeah, Nick Wright.
School says, hit the like button, fellas. Pay respects for the content. Yes, please do. Thank you, School.
Yes, appreciate it, man. Bro, said I won't predict us to win a series, but I trust Coach Kidd, and if we make shots, we have a chance. Amen. And we got defense, so
You hear this language now, man? People saying they trust Coach Kidd and all. This is awesome. I love it. Pavel says, happy now. Everything else is bonus time. What's great is they have had 6 games to deal with Rudy Gobert, the number 1 big in the league. Now they face a lesser big in DeAndre Ayton and have all that experience. Exactly, Pavel. I just said that he has
King just said.
Reggie and Dodo, the Dallas Locksmiths, Bullock, Finney Smith, MVPs of the series. Dinwiddie gave us the game tonight. Let's go, Mavs. Yep, absolutely, Pavel.
Pavel, that's what I said, Pavel. That's what I said. Let's see. Martin says Mavs will annihilate the Suns. Luka is not 100% this series, but still won. He will be the best player in every game they play. Reggie Bullock, Dodo, Maxey will defend and shoot 40%. Brunson will give us 25 plus. Rapid. Okay. Got some confidence out here, man. I like that. Let's see. Here we go.
Todd says, the only negative I have is Luka's defense. He has to work on his lateral quickness this offseason. The man's feet are stuck in mud sometimes.
Yeah, he did. He did tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
There were so many good plays. Rudy Gobert was cooked.
Not saying he didn't have no good plays. There was some times like because even Derek Harper and they were talking about it during the game. They were like, you could see that they were actually hunting Luka. And a lot of those plays, they were going like right around him to the basket, and that's how they got a lot of their points in the paint in the first half. Is because they were hunting Luka, and then on screens they were just going right around him. He was leaving the guy behind him in a predicament.
Yeah, the Jazz, their whole philosophy, I felt like in the first half they were pushing, so they would never stop the ball. As soon as they came up the court, they would decide who has the ball. Basically the half court line, and then the guy would just be gone. Like he's just running to the basket, and they decide what they were going to do. So I think the whole defenses in general wasn't ready for that. Like that's not usually how Luka, especially, has been learning to play defense this year. But I felt like once the adjustments just happened, and it was like you saw Luka out there stealing balls from Reggie, taking Donovan Mitchell cookies and all that. Like I was fine with Luka's defense. Like it was shaky in the beginning. Everybody was shaky, but it was okay. Is that mine?
Yeah.
Todd says small ball lineup was the game changer tonight. Absolutely. Once they put Maxi Kleber in there. Actually, I think it was when they put Maxi Kleber in there. I don't know if that's what you consider a small ball lineup. I know they had the 3-guard lineup.
Well,
but the Maxi Kleber lineup, I feel like, is the one that changed the game for me. The small ball lineup put it away. The Maxi Kleber lineup, though, changed the game, I felt like.
I agree. Eddie says Luka knew he was playing full second half. I think that's why he started slow. He didn't even shoot that much in the first half. Yeah, he didn't. He was just trying to get everybody set up. And that's what the defense was called for, too. Yeah. They, like I said, what King said, they did a lot of trapping on him to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of hockey assists, and he got a lot of the kind of like the offense going as far as like swinging the ball, guys in movement, him penetrating and kicking out to guys for threes. And I know they missed a lot of them in the first half, but in the second half, like Kid said in the post game, they stuck with their game plan. In the second half, they finally made their shots. So that was the difference. So yeah.
I agree. Luka's about to be 100% in the next series. He'll be close enough to it.
Yeah, I believe he'll be close. Johnny B was good, man. Was good.
Hello, Johnny. Let me know where JB is, if he moved up anywhere. Sadistic says, Roland King loving it right now. Thank you, Sadistic. We appreciate
it, man. Appreciate it. Live says, is it just me or the refs have been controlling the narrative of the games during the whole playoffs? The refs shouldn't have that much political power to influence the game. Live, listen, man. No, I was gonna say something my pops always tell me, but I'm not gonna go that deep. But no, I mean, it's been happening since the beginning of basketball time, man. The referees, people feel like, can control the game, which is a lot of times they can. They can dictate the tempo, they can dictate the pace, they can dictate momentum, or they could take away more. Well, they take momentum for good or bad. But yeah, we saw in 2 of the games where a lot of the calls that the referees are making, it helped Utah win the games.
Yep.
We said before, Utah should have been out last game, but they got bailed out for a non-call that we found out later on that it actually was a foul on Donovan Mitchell. So yeah, they can definitely influence the game, man, which is why a lot of people get mad when we talk about the fact too that you know these referees' names, that ought to tell you something.
Yeah.
I should know any referee's name. Like, you're not important in the game. You're just a guy who just helps to manage the game. I should not know your name. And if I know your name, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I agree. Ooh, it's a late one. Sorry, yeah.
VIP said we are really sorry.
I think you're talking about sorry for you, like Utah, for the when I was reading.
Oh yeah.
Nick said I didn't feel like we deserved to win tonight, but hey, I'll take it. I felt like we deserved to win. We came back and picked it up and all that. Like,
exactly.
They were up by 12.
Yeah, we fought for it that whole second half. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, here you go, King.
Amen. I see VIP said amen. That's it, y'all. We did it. We cut them short. It's over.
Yes, sir. I can't wait to see what they say, man. Amount says future too bright for the Mavs. Yes, sir. Man. And like we said before, man, the way Dallas is now, the culture change, we're gonna have a lot of free agents gonna want to come to Dallas, man. So it's gonna be real huge this offseason, man. Just see what's gonna happen.
We need to go watch our old shows. Now
everybody saying amen to you, King. Amen. Prayers to Corto. I like that, Pavel. AT says, let's go. Yes, sir. Yeah, my bad. Pavel says, prayers to Corto. Man, I ain't seen Corto since game 1, man. I don't know where that dude went.
Amount says also fits because we're about to stomp the Suns. Ha ha ha. Man, I hope so.
I hope so too.
I think game one gonna be huge.
Yeah, it's gonna tell a lot.
Yep.
T was good, man. He said Dinwiddie gave them value minutes and that spark they needed. Yeah, we talked about that, T. Like I said, he hit timely buckets. He's the one that got us the lead to finally help us to solidify, our position to get the win. He, like you said, he hit the timely buckets. He just made pretty good decisions today, man. And he was due for one. We kind of figure he's gonna be due for one. Yeah. A guy like that who made an impact on this team pretty much since he got here, you weren't gonna hold him down for long, man. So eventually he's gonna go out here and do his thing, man. He did it tonight in a crucial game. So appreciate that, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yep, I told you Spencer was gonna do it. My man Spencer. This daggone lights are killing me right now. My eyes like go to sleep.
It's like, man, your eyes are watering because you saw what happened in Utah, bro.
I know, I'm crying.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I'll read this one in. Todd says, shout out to Maxey for staying the course after a rough start. Really good defense as well. Hey, man, Todd, as we said a minute ago, it just feels like he was doing a lot of turnovers. A lot of his shot was flat, all that stuff, man. So, good job with Maxey. His staple really is his defense, man, and he stuck with that. Like I said, a lot of contesting and a lot of he stopped that whole time driving to the rim stuff with Donovan Mitchell and Jordan Clarkson and I can't really throw Conley in there. But yeah.
Veterans minimum. So we're gonna call Conley from now on.
VM?
Yeah, VM, that's what you call him. Yep. Mount says, get your cuz we whipping the Suns. Yeah.
Oh, got your shade. King already got his shades. He good.
Yeah.
Mount says 2 steals, 2 blocks for a dude who doesn't play defense. Imagine if he did.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. Starbucks says round 2, can they slay another Goliath? I wouldn't say Utah was a Goliath, but hopefully they can, man. Hopefully they can.
VIP said Luka played the best D and O game in overall in the NBA with plus 15. JB is crafty but small and D. So Luka was a plus 15. Okay. Dang, Luka was amazing, man.
That sounds about right. Todd says Nick Wright will give us our shine. He is my favorite mainstream analyst by far. Yeah, I like Nick Wright. Not just because he like the Mavs, but I like Nick Wright.
Yeah, Nick keep it real. For some reason, all the other stuff that people don't be seeing, that stuff we be watching as fans. I'm like, how do y'all not understand? He be saying it out loud, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Pavel says Maxey passing up threes again already. Thought we were over that. Thank God he made one later. Yeah. That's how he was wild at first, and then he made the big one, man.
Yeah, amen. Teflon, what's good, man? Said Reggie Bullock and Dodo, the D Block boys, they locking everybody up.
Everybody.
D Block, I like that. Kind of like that, bro.
Yeah, D Block boys sound nice.
They do sound kind of nice, man.
Oh, can we stop the show for a second? Stop the show. Hold on, pause. Moment of silence for that guy, number 6 in his season, not being able to see the second round of the playoffs, for being carried to the playoffs for the first time and the only time in his career by number 77, and now back the way he belongs. 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Cancun. No, it's funny how Luka can take Spencer Dinwiddie to the second round, but can't take that guy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Clarence says,
my bad.
You probably cost him the game. Yeah, I don't know if he cost him the game.
I can't say he cost him the game. It was just good defense. Well, I can't say good defense because I was kind of he flew right by him and
he missed a shot
wide open. But yeah, he missed a shot.
If I'm a Jazz fan, the player I'm the most mad at right now is Mike Conley. Mike Conley screwed that. Mike Conley is the game. Like, that was the game.
King.
They were down running.
Will you say that? Just read this.
People might say Conley cost him the game, but where was Donovan? He shies away from the big moments. He can't be a superstar if he don't want the responsibility when it counts. True on that. That's a different. We already talked about Donovan not being there. But as far as did he make a shot right before Conley though? He did make that one and one though, not an and one, like that same up and under shot. I felt like he did on Luka. And then they had momentum. Like Donovan did disappear, but Mike Conley, you can't you're the point guard for the team. You can't do that.
Veteran point guard.
Yeah, like you cannot do that. That was all the momentum was in the Jazz favor. They were coming down to basically tie the game up or take the lead, and he traveled.
I still can't believe that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Teflon says, I honestly feel that J. Kidd's coaching experience with the Bucks and the Nets is paying off for the Mavs. Yeah, he learned a lot, man. He talked about that like a million times.
Don't forget
he learned this with that experience, man, what to do and what not to do. And then on top of that, his Laker experience, all that culminates to how he's deciding to approach the game now, how to coach and to communicate with his players, man. And it's working well for
him. Yeah. Gerardo says, what about the weird long pause before Brunson's free throw at the end of the game? It's like the refs tried to ice him. Yeah, man, I told you it was weird. I know the Mavericks, I think, or the Jazz were favored by 1.5 today, I think. They were still favored. That's crazy. Like, that's wild. If people put money on the Mavs, they were just winning so much money this series. But yeah, it felt weird to me. This whole, like, the end, even at the end of the game, it was like every time they went up for a bucket, the refs were bailing him out every time they missed.
Oh, yeah, man, it was like 3 late calls.
Like, every time they missed, it was like they were ready. It was like, oh, you missed.
They missed it. We getting the rebound head the other way. Then they called. Then they blew the whistle. It's like
give him a foul. Yep. I was like, something weird is going on.
My bad. You're right. I apologize about the referees. You're right.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, you're right, bro. And like Gerardo, to kind of echo what King said, if you notice on that second attempt, he would tell the referee, "Come on." Did you see that part?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're right, Gerardo.
I'm surprised nobody got the tech. They were definitely yelling at the refs today.
Yeah, nobody got. It's because brothers wasn't out there today. Trash. Mal said David Locke said yesterday that Dodo is ranked 9th in the league for ISO defense, but that position is much better than it appears because he's 2nd in the league when guarding opponent's first option. Yeah.
First team all defense. Get him there.
Hopefully he is, man, because he deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
I told you if he don't make it, it's because he's not a household name, bro.
Solution says Luka looked exhausted. Was it the altitude? I would have liked to see Brunson get more work. I feel like Brunson did get work. Like he was the one that was getting the work. Even at the beginning, The reason Brunson only had 24 is because he was missing a bunch at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like you could have had
remember he came out aggressive. He was the guy that was going to the beginning of the game.
Yeah. So
Teflon saying Luka is a dog, but give J.K. credit. He doing with Luka what Carlisle couldn't do. Amen, Teflon.
yeah.
Just watch your language though, man. You using that word, using that name here. You gotta watch your language.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, copied that. Let's see.
Yes. Smito says finally a first round win. Amen.
Amen. You want to read that one too?
He says, but why do we have to play so bad in the first half? Same as game 4. Thank God our comeback worked this time.
But you know what? Think about it, Smite. I'm gonna say this real quick. Think about that, man. Dallas played bad and still won.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
Right. You can't play well all the time. Did y'all just watch the Nuggets lose? They were up on the Golden State Warriors. Did you watch Memphis come back from 11-point deficit in the fourth quarter against Minnesota? Did you just watch today where the Suns were up by 10? I mean, we're down by 10 to the Pelicans. They won that series. Philadelphia was down by like 14 today to Toronto, and they came back and blew them out. It don't matter how you go.
It's
like
a playoffs. It's a
to
game
the
of
theory.
runs.
Yeah, it's a game of runs, and you go and get the win. W's are all that matters right now. All the Jazz worried about is sitting back now, wondering, man, if I made that one play, if I made that one shot, that's what they're all sitting and wondering right now.
King, this one for me. Lai said, "Real. Now that we won the first series, where do you stand with the bandwagon?" Can I answer, King?
It's all you.
Will I jinx it or anything?
Nope.
I say my answer.
Nope. It's all your call.
I'm gonna say finals. I'm saying finals.
So you saying they get into the finals, or you saying they're gonna win it? If they get to the finals,
I'm gonna say they get into the finals for right now.
Okay.
I'll take that. I want Luka to get to the finals so all these haters can shut up, bro. I want the people who say that Tatum is better. I want the people who say that Ja's better. I want people who say Trae Young is better. Whoever else out there you can name, I want them to finally shut up. Because now you can't use the fact that he needs to get out the first round, which is crazy to me still. After 3 years, he can't never get the first round. 3 years?
2 years.
Well, 2 years, yeah. So
my thing is, I feel a different kind of way. I don't want to make in the finals if they're gonna lose. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but it's that whole Michael Jordan complex that I always argue with guys about. Having a loss on your finals resume. People always use that against you for some reason, even though you can make it to the finals every year. But if you lose in the finals, you're lost in the finals. So I don't want to lose in the finals. If we're gonna lose, let it be the Western Conference Finals.
I'll deal with the repercussions when we get there. I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying.
Smito says, sadly, I think the Suns are a bad matchup. Ayton is better offensively than Gobert. CP3 is a brilliant playmaker and passer, and Booker is a better scorer than Mitchell.
Yeah, he is. He's true. That's true.
Not really. Booker's not a better scorer than Mitchell in the playoffs.
But I think overall he's a better scorer.
Yeah, he is, but I'm just saying
he's more reliable.
So I'm talking about right this second. So we talking about what's going on. Mitchell is a better scorer than Booker as far as playoff material. We just
played this year?
In the playoffs this year, yes. Mitchell has scored more than Devin Booker. Devin Booker just put up 13 today. Or 14.
Because he got back from an injury.
Hey, it's still 100%. It's still part of his average.
Because before that, but you got come on, you got to put in
hold on. I got you. Before that, Devin Booker was averaging like 27 a game. Donovan Mitchell was averaging like 27 a game.
That's like saying, like, oh man, Luka only played 2 games. He didn't play a full series. It's like because he's hurt. I mean, he's out. Like, you got to put it in context. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's still true. But Donovan Mitchell still scored about 27 points a game. Devin Booker, if you're doing the averages, he's less than him. They do have CP3 and Ayton. Ayton is better offensively, yes, but you know what's crazy? I've been watching Ayton in his playoffs, and I don't know if I want him either. Ayton game is weird. Ayton game reminds me of Dwight Howard's, but he's not as good defensively. He has no post-up game at all. He does not post the ball. He fronts every time he touches the ball and shoots it. He does not. He does not.
Might have to agree with you on that. And then on that note, I don't want to have to pay him super max.
Nope, I don't want to pay him max. He can't post up. If I'm paying him that max money that he wants, I need him to be able to get the ball and say, "Go get me a bucket, bro." That's what I want him to do if we're gonna pay him that much money. So
he not Amari Stoudemire, that's for sure.
No, he's not Amari Stoudemire, not yet at least. So I don't want to do that. But I mean, I think we got it's matchups. Obviously the Suns have a better team overall, but like you got guys like Bogdanovich that went hot. Like they have the same amount of people almost that can get hot at one time. So if you just keep them in check, man, it's just you got to go with the same game plan, man, and just execute and then not, like choke in the fourth quarter.
Because they are the best closing team in the league, so you're gonna have to take advantage of that. Because that's one thing I can say. A lot of them games we played against them this year, we actually had the lead on them. We just didn't close them out
in the fourth quarter.
But that's before the trade.
Yes.
And 2 of those games Luka didn't play in.
Yes.
And like I said, that third game we literally played them after a back-to-back.
Yeah. So
like I said, I put things into context. Like it's not like, oh my God, they dominated us all year. Why did they dominate us? Because the first 2 games Luka was out, and in the third game we played them on a back-to-back. Matter of fact, I think we played Toronto.
Yeah, before that.
One of the most physical defensive teams in the league.
Yeah.
We got beat up in that game. We won, of course, but we got beat up physically in that game. And you turn around and play Phoenix right after that.
Goodbye, Toronto.
Yeah, bye, Toronto, too.
Eddie says that is why they have so many home wins, because they lead in the first half while other teams adjust. If teams go to Utah in the second game back-to-back, it's 1,000% loss. I earned money on that games. Good job, Eddie, man.
Hey, let your boy hold some money, man. Let your boy hold some money.
Give us a little something.
Smito says, I don't let us start talking about the wing rotation with Bridges, Crowder, Johnson, and Shaman. Yeah, they got a nice little rotation, man. They got a more consistent rotation, that's for sure. Deeper rotation, in my opinion.
Yeah. Eddie says Suns are a beast, but I think with that many injury-prone players, anything can happen in this series. I think we're gonna beat them, man. I'm telling you, it reminds me of it ain't
gonna be easy, but I think we can beat them.
This playoff run, this whole season is reminding me of 2011. I know it's like it's no way it can run like that. It's the second round matchup. This is the Lakers all over again. This is the Lakers all over again. And that year, we kept losing to the Lakers at the end of the games and all that year, and that's why we didn't want to play them. Then in the playoffs, we ended up beating them and sweeping them. So we're close. Like, even though we lost 3-0 or whatever, like you say, context matters. We lost all them games close at the end. Mm-hmm. And even 2 of them, like you said, were without Luka. So,
and all of them were before the Spencer Dinwiddie trade.
I think we got a chance, man. A good chance.
Schneidy says Maxey should be shooting at the gym 24/7 to get his confidence back.
Why y'all on Maxey today? He's shooting awesome for the series.
Overall, yeah. Yeah, his average, yes. He's overall, yes.
I mean, what did he shoot today? What did he shot today? 2 for what? 2 for 6, 2 for 7?
I think it's something like that. He shot 3 for 7.
3
for 7, 1 for 5 on threes.
Oh, 1 for 5 on threes. I thought 3 for 7 on threes. I'm like, why are we complaining? I mean, that's fine. He shot 20% in one game. I'm okay with that. The other games, he was shooting 60% before that, right?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
It's you.
Pavel says Phoenix Suns never beat us by more than 8 points this season. Last time we played was January 20th. We better now. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
That's what we're talking about. Pavel also says Luka never got out the first round. Where's Trae Young at?
Trae Young just had 2 sub 10-point games in the playoffs.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If Luka had anywhere close to those numbers, because I don't hear people killing. Only people I hear killing Trae Young are Mavs fans, and I'm guaranteeing you, if Luka came up with points like scores like that in the series, would have never heard the end of it. Would never heard the end of it. Then you would have people talking about, oh, it's justified how the media is treating him because look what he did in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that's the part that gets me. And you're right. Like Trae Young had 2 subpar below 10-point games, bro. Like Luka can't have that.
No.
Luka scored 19 in one half.
Bro, Trae Young.
I'm sorry, in a quarter. So yeah.
Trae Young had more turnovers than field goals in the
Yeah.
whole series. That's awful.
And bro, that's without Kyle Lowry and Jimmy Butler in some of them
Butler
games.
for a game. Yep.
Luka would never make it.
Johnny Bravo said, I hit you on my Xbox earlier. I was having doubts about something. I need to optimisms. What's up? I know you hit me on Xbox earlier, Johnny. I was talking about Call of Duty. I was playing on there. So that's gonna be that.
Dang, Johnny, you hit me up on Xbox. It's all good, man. See how it is.
Dang, no love.
No love, man. It's all good. Johnny B also says, oh, wait.
Oh, I was gonna say Brunson. He says Brunson is at max to me. If it wasn't for Luka, constant ball hogging.
Oh, God.
What is up with y'all in this team of y'all feel like Luka was ball hogging today? That's what happened today? I mean, is that Luka was what, 9 for 21?
8 for 21.
8 for 21. What was JB?
9 for 17.
9 for 17. I feel like he got hot in the second half. Or actually, no, he got hot actually early. After that first quarter, he was the one that was giving buckets.
So he only shot 5 more shots than him, but he was ball hogging.
Yeah,
and he's the number one option.
And he was getting assists. Then Luka had like 8 assists by the end of the game.
Yep.
Like a bunch of them threes at the end of the game came from Luka Doncic, not Jalen Brunson.
I was about to say, let me see something real quick. JB only had 2 assists.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So who was ball hogging?
Y'all calling Luka the ball hog, and JB had 2. Not to say JB was ball hogging. That's not what we're trying to say.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. It's just like you saying he ball hogging, but he had more assists than JB, and I'm confused on that. And he only attempted 5 more shots than JB. So
yeah,
I don't know about that one, Johnny B. I'm going to disagree with that one. Teflon says Nick Wright said Luka was the best player, best in the West. Now Chris Broussard said no, it's Steph. Can Luka get out the first round first? Well, what you got to say now? Well, yeah. Chris Broussard on a lot of his predictions so far, he's been way off. So
yeah, he's been wrong on everything.
He's been wrong so far on everything.
He said shout out to Bojan for point shaving for us at the end, missing that wide open 3 that he normally makes with his eyes closed. Now come take Berton's place on the roster next season.
Ha! Shots. T said they said Reggie was sick and still played 44 minutes of defense.
I guess they said he was, so he's the man. Reggie's the guy.
I didn't know he was sick.
He said, Amount says, you guys know Nick is in the chat scouting for insights. Yeah, I believe it. He do. I can believe he does that. That's a good guy. I mean, he does his job well. If he does that, he should go study.
Israel says, moving up to the next round without a true center. Let's go, Mavs. Love the show, guys. Keep it up. Appreciate it, Israel, man. Appreciate it. VIP also says, King and Rail, thanks and respect. No problem, VIP. Appreciate you, man.
Amen on them Jazz.
Amen.
Sorry, JB. I said -2. You before. You rock. I won't trade you for Mitchell Robinson now. Okay. Good job, King. I don't know I wouldn't trade him. I wouldn't trade JB for Mitchell Robinson. I'd try to get Mitchell Robinson on the team as well with JB.
I wonder if there's a way we can get Mitchell Robinson, though.
But we can. It's going to have to be Tim Hardaway Jr. and them guys.
I'll do it right now. Pavel says, I'm telling you, I'm off the big man train. Gobert, Aiden. I like Rail's suggestion of Siakam, maybe Larry Nance Jr. That's a pretty good one. He said he was nice for the perks, rebounds machine, Larry for THJ. And that's one thing, too, I can give Larry Nance Jr. His defense has gotten better, and his three-point shooting has gotten better.
Yeah.
Each year.
I don't like Larry Nance Jr. Not that I don't like him. It's just
I think I see where you're finna go with this. You like him more as like a role, like he come off the bench and he can fill a role.
Is he better than Maxey?
No.
That's why I'm like, no. Is
like
he better?
His defense is not better than Maxey though, but he's a shot alterer.
Yes,
like I said, he's gotten better each year for sure.
Yes.
I give him that.
Is he better? Let me ask you this one then. Here's another question. Is he better than Dwight Powell?
He's kind of the same mold, other than 3-point shooting.
Is he better than Dwight Powell? Would you take if right now, from knowing the system that the Mavericks play, would you take him over Dwight Powell?
Nah, probably not.
I wouldn't either. That's why I'm okay with Larry Nance. Siakam, I feel like our rebounding would still be a problem. I think Siakam gets rebounds at his position, but if you put Siakam at the center, I feel like we wouldn't get rebounds as much. I still think we need a center. I still think we can get someone that does Dwight Powell's job. I think we can find someone that does his job that's a bigger body and can grab rebounds. I think we can do that.
Yeah, I think it's the last one game.
Maxey shot 57.7% from three this series, 56.7% from the field. Exactly. Don't do that to Maxey, y'all. Come on. He was a big reason we won this series.
Now, y'all been wanting to call Maxey all year, man.
He on the top of the list. He definitely in the top 4 as far as the players that help us win the series. Probably behind JB, Luka, and Dodo.
Yeah. And then last but not least, Amount says, great show, gentlemen. Glow Mavs. Saw King's announcement. We'll check the vid tomorrow. Yes, guys. I'm glad Amount said that, guys. Please join us tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and make it live. But listen, we're not going to do questions straight up because DDP is going to be on the time frame. So what we're going to do is we're going to do live. And after we're done with DDP, then we're going to take your questions and your comments tomorrow, guys. So we're just going to do an overall recap of the Utah Jazz game, the Mavs and Utah Jazz game. So giving you guys a heads up, DDP, guys, will be on tomorrow at 8:30 Central Time. So we hope to see you guys here. Hit your notification bells, all that stuff, man, so you guys can know when we're about to get ready to drop. We're going to do a roundtable discussion here coming up. We're going to try to get slightly biased on. We got TGK coming back, man. So we're going to try to get like a little roundtable discussion talking about the next series between Dallas and Utah. I'm sorry, I keep saying Utah. Dallas and the Suns. I'm trying to figure out when we're going to do that because the playoffs are – we could probably do it Sunday, huh?
Probably because Monday.
Because Monday's a game.
Yeah, Friday. So you'll probably try to do the roundtable on Sunday. Also, you should tell folks if you know any other Mavs content creators, guys, and that would be interested or that you'd like to see on the roundtable, definitely tell them to contact us. Be in there, on their shows and their comments. Let them know we're doing roundtables. We're doing this on We Talk Mavs, and that you love to see them talk to us about it or talk with us about Mavs content.
Yes. So yes, guys, please go ahead and help us with that. Like I said, we're trying to branch out. We're starting to network a little bit more. We're gonna start working with a lot more Mav content creators. So we're definitely on our way. So let's go ahead and I guess that's probably the end of it now, huh, King?
Wrap it up, B.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Listen, if you're brand spanking new to the channel, guys, I know it's still late, but if you're brand new to the channel, guys, please do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. We got more content coming your way. And as y'all know, Dallas is on their way to the second round. The first game is on Monday, so we will have a video after that. And like we just said a minute ago, tomorrow we will have a video with the great DDP, Derek Kirby from Dallas Prospects. He'll be on with us tomorrow, man, talking about the recap of this series. So we're going to get into that. So join us tomorrow. Also, guys, please hit the like button, guys. Listen, y'all don't understand how much the like button actually helps. When you hit the like button, we get enough likes, that helps YouTube with the algorithm. That gets our show out for other people to see, and for other people to notice it and to join the Glow Game with us. I don't know how many times we see people who hit us up and say, man, look, I happen to run across your show and I joined you guys, man. And we definitely appreciate that, guys. So your likes do go a long way in helping us to grow our channel. So please hit that like button for us, guys. It don't cost you anything. Just hit that like button and it will help us out a lot. Also, you see down here at the bottom, follow us on Twitter at We Talk Mavs. We also now have a Instagram page, so we're going to get into that. And also, guys, we're about to start making this into a podcast form. So you can find it on all of the podcast streams. We got Daryl on top of that one. So we'll let you guys know. Like I said, follow us on Twitter, guys, and we'll let you know when we'll start posting these shows. in the podcast form, because sometimes you can't watch it live or you're busy, you can't watch it, so you can listen to it. Follow us on the various podcast and streaming services. Like I said, we'll give you that information here very, very soon. Probably tomorrow, we'll let you know. Follow us on Twitter. We'll post it on there too, just to let you guys know. So if you cannot see us, you can go and listen to us in podcast form. So just heads up on that. King, am I missing anything else?
IG is we talk _Mavs. If anyone's interested.
I'm gonna, like I said, we gonna start. Well, like I said, we got a guy in the chair now. So Daryl is starting to post a lot of stuff on there. We're gonna be active on there. Of course, we're already active on Twitter, part of the Mav community now. We're gonna be doing a lot of networking. Like I said, guys, we definitely trying to grow this, so we can definitely use your help to get the word out, to like, to subscribe, all those good things, guys. Hit the notification bell, share the content with other Mavs fans. Help us grow our channel, guys, so we can be up there with the greats like DDP and others like that, man. So that's what we're trying to do. King, anything else before we end it?
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Hey.
R.I.P. We just drilled them scrubs.
Hey.
All right,
Like
that's all I got.
Sir. Well, on that note, with that being said, guys, it is your boy Real. I got my co-host King. We in all black in here. It was a funeral today for the Utah Jazz. The Dallas Mavericks win their first round series against the Utah Jazz 4-2. They played the San Antonio. Hey, what's going on? I can't get Phoenix's name right now. I can't get Phoenix's name right. Play the Phoenix Suns on Monday, guys. So please join us here tomorrow for our roundtable or our discussion with DDP, and join us on Monday after the game 1 against the Phoenix Suns.
I think it's at 9 o'clock y'all time.
Oh man, it's a late one. Okay. Oh yeah, it's in West Coast. So yeah. So we'll be here on Monday, same map time. I'm sorry, Friday. We'll be here tomorrow, same map time, same map channel. Join us tomorrow night, guys, at 8:30 Central Time here on We Talk Mavs on the Glow Mavs Production Channel. And we'll catch you guys here again soon.
Peace.
Yes, sir.